Still foggy, still exhausted. You cut carbs, you skipped fruit, you gave up on sugar, and maybe you even tried fasting or keto, but you still feel stuck. You're not alone. In fact, that approach might be why you're not getting better. Hi, I'm Carrie Bailey, your functional nutritionist, and I help people struggling with long COVID and other mystery symptoms use real food, targeted supplements, and a very gentle method that supports the body's natural healing process without extremes. And in this video, we're diving into why keto and fasting often backfires in people with long COVID, and what to do instead if you want real, sustainable energy. Let's start with why people often turn to keto or fasting in the first place, and why they do seem to work. When you cut carbs and sugar, you might feel a little clearer. Your bloating might go down. You might even have a week or two when your energy feels better. Fasting can do something similar. It gives your digestion a break, your symptoms calm down a bit, and at first you might think this must be it, this is working. But when you're actually doing is suppression of symptoms, not real healing. And then comes the crash, and the fatigue, and the return of your symptoms, and maybe you even feel worse. Let's talk about keto flu. Headaches, dizziness, exhaustion, brain fog, irritability. Some people push through and think that it's a detox, but it's not. It's your body being forced to run without its preferred fuel source, glucose. It's struggling. Your adrenals are working overtime and your liver is doing damage control. For someone who's healthy, this is a stress that the body might be able to tolerate. But for someone with long COVID who's already running on empty, it can be the beginning of a deeper crash. Keto and fasting give your symptoms relief by shutting down the noise. They don't build you back up. Years ago, I was eating the way I was taught to eat: protein, fat, and fiber. I had chicken thighs and Brussels sprouts and a sweet potato. And guess what? That night, my blood sugar was 154 before I went to bed. And when I woke up the next morning, it was still 129. People told me it must be the sweet potato. It's too high in oxalates. And because I had a history of kidney stones, I believed them. So I cut out the sweet potatoes and the spinach and the nuts and the seeds, and I even felt better for a while. But then I hit a wall again. I followed that low oxalate diet for 7 years. Then I started drinking celery juice, which is supposedly high in oxalates, and I felt better, not worse. That's when it clicked. It wasn't oxalates, it was fat. It was food combining. My liver was overloaded and I was blaming the wrong thing. Here's something that's going to surprise you. Sugar isn't the villain. Your brain, your liver, and your nervous system need glucose to function and repair. Not refined sugar, but the natural healing kinds that you find in fruit and sweet potatoes and winter squash and honey and maple syrup. The real issue is combining those healthy sugars with high fat, like nut butters and oils and meats and dairy. Fat blocks sugar from entering the cell. So the blood sugar rises. It stays in your blood longer because it can't get into the cell. And your energy crashes and you feel worse. And when you eat those healing sugars on their own or in the right combination, they become your body's best friend. Fruit isn't the enemy, it's the medicine. If this resonates and you're ready to shift into repair, download my free long COVID recovery guide. It'll walk you through the foundation of low-fat healing step by step so you can start feeling better without the overwhelm. You don't have to live in restriction. You can support your body with real food and finally get the energy, clarity, and momentum that you've been missing. You deserve to feel that shift. Download it now to get started. There's a link in the description. Low-fat healing isn't about deprivation. It's about giving your liver room to breathe. Our livers are inundated with so many toxins and so many pathogens and so much fat these days. You don't have to give up meat forever. You don't have to become a raw vegan. You do have to lower your overall fat so that your liver can finally clean house. Animal proteins include meat, eggs, and dairy. And when you're healing, eggs and dairy are the heavy hitters. They feed viruses, they congest the liver, and they stall healing. And when you're healing, eggs and dairy are the heaviest hitters. They feed viruses, they congest the liver, and they stall healing. But red meat, it can be part of a low-fat lifestyle when it's used intentionally and occasionally, and with a lot of non-starchy veggies, no added oils, and space for your liver to do its job. And this method works whether you're vegan, vegetarian, or omnivore. You just shift the balance away from fat and towards fruit, greens, veggies, potatoes, and healing herbs. I've seen clients reintroduce fruit after years of fear and feel their energy return in days. So here's what a day in the life of eating in a low-fat way might look like. You're going to start with lemon water, first thing in the morning. Then follow it with a mineral-rich celery juice or cucumber juice. And then you want a fruit or fruit-based smoothie with 0 fats. No nuts, no nut butters, no seeds, no almond milk, no coconut milk. Use juice or water or coconut water to thin to your desired consistency. In the middle of the day, try steamed potatoes or steamed winter squash. Or another option is a big salad with avocado, or a small portion of lean protein if you tolerate it. In the evening or for dinner, have some cooked veggies, some soups, some light broths, no oils, no cheese, and no eggs. You don't need to starve, and you shouldn't starve to heal. You don't need to restrict everything you love. You just need to know how to eat in a way that lets your liver exhale. If this brought up questions or insights for you, I would love to hear from you. Drop me a comment. Have you ever tried keto or fasting? Did it help? Did you crash? Let's open up the conversation. And if you're ready to take the next step to start feeling better, be sure to download my free Long COVID Recovery Guide. It walks you through the foundations of healing that I use with my clients every single day. And it's a beautiful way to begin building momentum with the right foods in the right combination in the right time. Thank you so much for watching and spending this time with me. And I hope this gives you a fresh perspective and some real hope. Be gentle with yourself and keep going. You're on the right path. Bye for now.